What is up, Dokkan player? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Blaze. Today we are back with another Dokkan battle video. And today, before we start the video, of course, hope you guys are having a very good day today. And today we have here the new stage of the Infinite Tribal History event, which of course means free stones, because this event is actually very simple. And this one here does require you to have here 3 characters who are part of the bonds of friendship, also as well as the join forces here. Now I am redoing this video here because unfortunately I did lose my recording. So my first run, when I actually didn't know how to run, I had a different team build, but I lost the footage because my iPhone did not have enough space. So I actually redid this event here with a much better time here. Now of course, I mean, there's a lot of team builds you could actually rock with. It's a very simple one, but I went with, of course, a new team build that people haven't seen often, which of course is the Super Saiyan category. So basically we have our joint forces, which of course is both the Goku and Vegeta, which I had to run because it's one of my favorite rotations in the game of Dokkan. And also the second rotation we actually have here, of course, here is going to be here the Goten and Trunks, the EZA, who again are really good. And also I feel like a lot of people are going to have these characters compared to the Tech Khalifa and Kale, right? Because even though they are good, they're not the greatest, especially at 55%, which is why I decided not to bring them. Just because, again, you know, if I had them fully rainbowed, I would definitely bring them, but at 55%, their damage is just not the greatest. So I decided here to bring, of course, the double Goku because he's also part of the bonds of friendship here as well. And also brought here the Dokkan Fest Goten and Trunks as well, because they're also part of the joint forces and bonds of friendship. But I haven't really used these characters, and they're actually really good here once you actually have their full passive. Now, this was actually a very good turn I had here with the Goten and Trunks here, because we have most of the attacks in the front, so we are able to build up their passive here. Because with each dodge, they do get extra attack and defense for the rest of the turn, which I believe is going to be additional attack and defense plus 10%, up to 50%. So, again, we actually have here 3 attacks in the front, so that's going to give us a 30% attack raise as well. Of course, the easy A's, Trunks and Goten, are just so goddamn good. They do raise defense on their super attack as well as attack as well. But also, if you do have a Goten, Trunks, or Goten or Trunks or even Krillin on the team or on the rotation, specifically Krillin or 18, you have them on the team, they will provide you an extra attack and defense plus 18%, and they also get damage reduction by 18% as well, which is really good. So again, they also are able to activate their passive here as well, or their unit super attack for the Goten and Trunks as well. Dokkan Fest, I want to say here. So again, this is a very solid run, very easy, I want to say. Also, as well as because the whatchamacallit, this type of rotation here with the Goku and or Vegito and Gogeta, right? The Tech Goku and Vegeta and the STR Vegito, or the STR Goku and Vegeta. This rotation is just so godly, and the reason why is because they share 7 out of 7 links. I almost have them fully level linked for the Gogeta, but I just kind of took a break ever since the heroes came by. Which, by the way, I do have like a ton of videos to do, by the way, but just didn't have the time to actually edit those videos here. So I want to make sure I get off the Infinite Tribal History event, just because it's one of my favorite stages here as well. Also, I do apologize, no face cam, because again, I'm not yet fully set up. But again, this is pretty simple. I mean, you can definitely get this done with a free-to-play team. I think the turn, in order for you to get all the missions done, I think it has to be like probably like 20 or 21. But again, this was super simple, right? Even if you don't have like specific characters, you can always do this run in 2 runs here and then actually get the missions done. But you definitely don't want to skip on these missions because they're very easy free Dragon Stones, which of course you should be saving for the double rates banner, or you can actually use on the discount multis for the Kefla or the Tech Kel and Khalifa if you guys didn't summon on that banner yet, right? But again, you should be saving your stones for a double race banner because it's a very good banner. If not, you definitely want to go ahead and save for the New Year Step Up banner as well. So there goes Goku. I leave him on rotation just because I want him to stack his defense as much as possible. The friend's only 79%. He's not fully rainbowed. But again, Goku is really good. It is unfortunate that the game is more favored towards Frieza than this Goku, because most of the enemies in this game here are going to be super class. So LR Full Power Frieza is just like probably the best unit in the game of Dokkan. Like, I probably would say he's actually better than UI Goku. Just because, again, like, he's just so much support, and most of the enemies are going to be super class anyway when it comes to difficult content. So we actually have the boys here as well. Now, we did not get super, which was okay, but I was banking that we would get supered, and the reason why is because at least we can finally transform with, of course, the Vegito here. Because as you guys can see here with the Tech Goku and Vegeta, we actually could transform, which is much more easier compared to the Vegito here. Because now the only issue in this run here is that we're not able to take any damage, so getting the transformation is actually quite difficult, right? And this is why I do prefer that they do have the setup like this, because if we actually require both units to be below 70%, then it's just almost like impossible for you to actually get the transformation. So I do like design where one has to be above 70% and one has to be below 70%. I think that's much more, you know, realistic, right? So now we come to this phase right here. Again, very super easy stage. Goku being type advantage, we are able to get that double super. Now this was probably a misplay, but again, I want to try and get, of course, the HP restriction so we can actually transfer with both the LRs next phase. So I decided to actually keep Goku on rotation. We do get super, but we pretty much eat it up for only 85k. They do lower defense, which is fine. But again, Goku, he's just really good defensively when it comes to long events. Like, he's able to stack up defense very rapidly. But on top of that, we do have your 36% support from the Goten and Trunks as well, because we have them on the same rotation. And they both also have 18% damage reduction. So this is, again, a very strong turn. I was debating if I should leave Goten in the front, but I decided not to. And again, these boys they're just so good as an EZA. Like, I would highly recommend, if you have some tickets or some stones from the Baba Shop, definitely get these characters because they're really good for even short events as well. Their EZA is very, very good. Alright, so again, this is another turn here where basically I'm trying to get below 70%. Trying not to go through the same type key spheres just to make sure that, you know, we don't heal up too much here, right? So again, this is really super simple. There's not much difficult. I think the hardest stage is probably going to be Goku and Vegeta, which is the next phase. And the reason why is because they actually nullify dodging here. So that's the only thing. We do have your double in Goku on rotation, so I was a bit scared because I wasn't too sure if we would survive a super attack. So I make sure I put the friend in the front because he's 79%, but also he's been stacking his defense. Goten in the middle is completely fine. Even without the Trunks, he has been stacking his defense, so it's pretty much, you know, easy peasy. And again, this should have been my first one, but unfortunately I did lost the footage. My first one, I did have a different team build. I did bring here the Krillin and Gohan with, of course, the Broly, Chilai, Lemo. But I decided to redo this video here as well, just because also the time was way too long. So this is only about like 13 minutes on my second try. But this is, again, super simple. Some team builds you can rock with. You can probably rock here a double Majin Buu team, because there's also bonds and friendship in that team build. You can probably rock here a GT Heroes as well. That's very doable. You could probably also rock here maybe like a full Universe 6 team with the girls, because you do have enough for joint forces if you're running a double Tech Khalifa and Kale. And there's just so many team builds you can rock with. I mean, this is this is one of the easier ones where you actually don't need to summon for the new units here. You can see here my Goku only 55% with one super attack is only taking 16k from a super attack. So pretty much that was game over right here. Now we actually get the double heal, and now we just have a moment of silence for the transformations. Oh, and there we go, the double transformation, and this is pretty much where GG happens, right? Because again, Vegeta has all those counters in the front. We have Gogeta in the middle that has a guaranteed crit or guaranteed super effective against all types. And also we have Trunks at the back there, who's gonna probably, if Goku Vegeta does actually survive, because they actually have a lot of HP, we're pretty much, you know, going to annihilate them, right? So there goes Vegeta with the beautiful counters. just doing 2 million on basically crit counters. Now, fortunately, I got very unlucky with the crits because I only got 1 crit, but we're still doing 1.2 per counter here, sorry. So we are just basically butt raping, pause, Goku and Vegeta. Even with a super attack, doesn't even matter because we're going to heal up with a Dokkan attack anyway. Which I was trying to, get for the last phase, but that's fine because, again, if all those were crit counters, I feel like we would have maybe killed Goku and Vegeta, but that's completely fine because, again, next phase, we also have here the GT, not the GT, but we also have here the physical Goten and Trunks as well, so they're going to do tremendous damage since we also have support in the next phase as well. So there goes Vegito. I mean, Vegito just stealing the show here, of course. And as time is going by, I will definitely say here that Vegito is definitely doing way more damage than Gogeta. It is unfortunate that Gogeta has like the worst nullification in Dokkan history, I would say, when we actually compare it to the new Dokkan Fest units on JP for the androids, right? Just Gogeta's nullification is just straight doo-doo. It is what it is, but it's unfortunate. In this phase here, it's pretty much a-okay. We have our damage reduction because we also have a Trunks on rotation. So even with Goten not being able to get off his super attack, we are able to kind of take double digits here. Now I did put also the Trunks and Goten in the middle for the Dokkan Fest just because now we have Fierce Battle activated. So they should have almost every link activated as well. So if the RNG is good, then these guys are probably going to hit maybe around 6 or 7 million. But these guys are still very good, by the way. So we do get supered. Okay, and there we go, 137. Again, that's type neutral. And then there we go, 7 million. Very casual, by the way. And their passive isn't fully built up because we are missing 2 more dodges for them to actually get that full 50% from their passive here, right? So again, these boys are crazy. It's very unfortunate that they're very limited to categories. I need to have a Trunks or a Goten on the team. Alright, so there we go, and now we actually have here all these beautiful attacks in the front. So for sure, I'm going to put Gogeta in the front just to make sure we get some action with him, just because Vegito has been kind of stealing the show here. So I want to at least get one attack here with the Gogeta. But again, we have damage reduction as well, so even if we get supered, we're going to survive for sure. And then, yeah, there we go. That is going to be here the mission for the Stage 16 for the If in Joyful History event. Let me know your team builds. Let me know if you guys found this super easy, super difficult. I definitely see you can actually do this here free to play as well. But yeah, I mean, this was super simple. So make sure y'all save your stones. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to hit the like button, sub for more videos down below. And hopefully, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace!